punter Cook who sends it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Goff now looking to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
20!
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Gurley again here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Check 24, check 24. Deuce. Watch twist. Slam.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game, 1st and 15. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 31. Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 31, Goff hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chris Wormley Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Thomas. A big kick that time. 2 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Slam, slam, slam. Go, go. Wide, get wide. Go. Shit. Kill. Ready, go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
What we got? Switch.
Here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Super 1. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team. I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Rams take
Let's
over
go.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Finding room at the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 83 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Coming to you, coming to you. Sit, sit.
DC.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ingram again, a first down carry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
What? Go. Check. 36. 6 down. Check 6 down.
On second down, it's Ingram. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Check out route.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
He's coming. Over. Quick dash. Come. Check 50. Watch the ship. Hey.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Switch gears. Check the backer. Slam. Check. Hey, alert 3. Hey, whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Check, check. Lucky.
Echo, echo. Kill, 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 kill. Check safety, check safety.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check 13. Check 13. Joker. SOS. Go. Watch it. Switch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tell you won. He's tell.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
It's our time. Mike 48. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 37.
To throw is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in ball.
gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and rocking. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Like 20!
Right now, let's go. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Watch the backfield.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got Snead. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Alert flare. Check 52. Slam. Wide. Get wide.
So that'll back him up 5.
Watch out. Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Snead's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Rams nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Hold on. Recon, 132 fighter.
They are going for it. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here we go. 15 on it. 2 times. 4 down.
On 1st down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him. Mike 48. Mike 48. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
Louis.
Chef.
Orange.
A shotgun snap for goal. And got a man. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
218, chop.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 5. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Goff throwing again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Goff. Forced out, and he's going to go down again. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 48 to Mike. 65, 65, 65. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Crunch time.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Goff. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And down to the 7-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Ric Flair.
48 to Mike.
Shell.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and try to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Tonight, like 20. Not here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, Higby, the tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Goff now looking to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go again. Under 10, under 10, 10. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Squeeze. Spot.
Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 37. Check 37. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check nickel. Nickel up. Check your hot read. Check 43. Watch twist. Yeah, twist.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Check 31. Check 31.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. It's complete to Snead. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Alert 3. Kill. Turn up. Rock. Kill. Turn up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 3. Yeah. Switch. Showing it.
To try again after the sack. Jackson being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Check 99.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Like 20.
Right here.
DC. Turbos up.
They run. It's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Earl Thomas in on the stop. From the 45 on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10.
Safety's creeping. Check. 36.
Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Tonight, like 20.
Hey, tighten down.
Hands are full. Check. Protein spill.
No.
Back to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Roberts has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
We got 4.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of
From Exposition Park in L.A.